storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
How she had the opportunity to address Haiti's issues. And so when Hillary Clinton was running, she became she was at the forefront of making Hillary cool. She worked for the Hillary Clinton campaign. So let's rewind back to Haiti. The Clintons single-handedly took rice farming away from Haiti with their trade policies.
They did.
And all they've had for Haiti is apologies. We're sorry. You have Bill Clinton in various events where we're sorry. I'm sorry. Not one move made to correct it. Until this day, the policies that he put into place, they're still here and they're still active, right? So fast forward, you have Hillary Clinton running. Okay, now it's Hillary versus Donald Trump. I mean,
two sides of the same coin, if you ask me.
Period. Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
But you have no receipts of Karen ever saying, let's talk about what you guys did to Haiti and how you can rectify that, how you can cancel out these trade policies, how you can bring jobs to Haiti. This has crippled Haitians, and it will cripple Haitians for centuries to come. Because
and it made them sick because I saw an interview where the lady was like, so you took our rice and then what you gave us, we're now getting diabetes.
Relationship in Haiti when he was president. One of the worst things that he's done that's still hurting Haiti now, especially in the wake of these disasters that keep happening to Haiti, is this policy where he took the excess rice from Arkansas, where he's from, and dumped it in Haiti and used our tax dollars to subsidize it. Up until this past recent year, there's legislation that keeps getting knocked off to reverse this policy. Although he apologized, it's still in effect, and Haiti is always getting rice dumped on them. Rice is a staple. There's no reason why Haiti should be importing rice because it's something that's always, the rice grown in Haiti is much healthier. Ever since this rice has been coming in, there have been diabetes epidemics. People didn't used to have that much diabetes. This is the worst thing that could have happened to Haiti.
Just like,
and now you're growing our rice. You're
right
growing
in
our
Arkansas.
Rice.
In Arkansas.
So now you have white people benefiting from what the first free Black nation created. Yeah. And those people that are in Haiti can't even profit from that. Can't grow things that we used to grow anymore. First of all, when you look at Haiti, everything that happens in Haiti, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that we get our president shot and killed one month. The next month there's an earthquake. You know, I'm not big on conspiracy theories, but it's not a fucking coincidence that we keep being crippled. Haiti has a lot of natural resources that Haitians themselves cannot even profit from. It's like blood diamonds almost. Right. It's like when you think about the idea of blood diamonds. You know, you have Africans who are slaves to these diamonds, dying to mine these diamonds, and they don't even see the money
in their own country.
Own country, it is the same thing. And when you had the chance to address that, you didn't. You were looking for your position. You were looking out for yourself. You're looking out for your position. You're making Hillary cool. You're making Hillary cool. Cool to who? And you see how that worked with Hillary, because the Clintons, although I think she would have been a better choice than Trump, but the Clintons have done so many people wrong. That shit can't. It's like the chickens always come home to roost.
Or even the Clinton, the policies back in the 90s that locked a bunch of Black men up. It's like people just forgot it.
You thought we were gonna forget?
Like, I don't.
The Clintons got into the White House bare ass. When I say bare ass, they were fucking poor. Yes, they were educated, but as the I don't remember if Bill was either the mayor or the governor of Arkansas at the time, but he was only making like $50,000 a year. they were able to get into the White House and get themselves into position to make so much money.
Yeah.
With bad deals. And you sided with that as a Haitian. Now, I don't know if you Haitian. She's told me she's Dominican. She told me she's half Dominican. She's never told me her other half was Haitian. I don't know where in Haiti her family's from. When you're Haitian, you know where you're from in Haiti.
And I was even saying to you, like, Silvo doesn't sound like a Haitian last name.
Nobody knows where that name's from. I've never heard you speak Creole. I've never heard you you're like. So I don't know that you're Haitian. I don't know.
Now, do Haitians legally change their names when they come to America? Is that a thing?
We always have the Jean-Baptiste, and my last name is Juste. A lot of the names will either be French based. They'll be French based because that those were our colonizers. And then sometimes you'll get names that are very like under your. When you say under your, it's like country, the country, but that's
not Silver.
No. So hey, I don't know. I'm just saying. You told me you was half Dominican, and when I look at your history, it's like it would make sense that you do things to Haitian girls in the industry. I can't tell their stories. I could give you screenshots for yourself so you can see. But I have a Haitian executive that when everything was going down, she was like she finally met her match.
Damn.
She finally met her match because it's like, yeah, girl, like when you're Haitian, it's like a rule of thumb. It's just like a rule of thumb. You don't do that. You don't do certain things. And then as a Black woman, why would you go this far over a tweet?
It's silly. It would signify that, oh, it must be some truth to this shit.
Right. Like, why would you go this far? And I even saw this thing that Jason Lee did recently. And I was like, I know exactly who fed him that story. I know exactly who fed him the story to say I was lying about Nick Cannon, about me not experiencing colorism. If you do your research, you go on Google right now, you put Jessie Wu, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, when he saw the clip of me talking about experiencing colorism, he invited me on his show. And I told the story. He believed it. He knew exactly who it was. He believed it. And he offered me a job to go back on Wild 'N Out. And that same person that did what they did to me is good friends with Karen. And it's so funny because when I watched Jason Lee's whole gag thing on me, I was like, it's funny. If I was a real bitch, if I really wanted to be a bitch, I could literally play the recording of that same person telling me that Karen told her to do everything to get me off of Wild 'N Out.
Wow.
If I really want to be a real bitch. But I'll save that for if my judge is a judge that's just out of their mind and takes this to trial, I'll save that for the trial.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.